Hey, good day, friends. Happy 928 day. Porsche 928 day. It's 28th day of September. So, what I'm doing on my 928 is fixing the front Fender Dust Shields and the front fascia lower chin spoiler, chin air dam on the S4. I know that the air dams, or excuse me, the dust shields are available, but you'll get the same thing. You'll get the same plastic, prone to breaking, prone to cracking, prone to being damaged from debris coming off your tires. So these were still intact as one piece. There was a couple cracks in it, so I treated the cracks, used the panel bond stuff right here from Kimball Midwest, part number 80-1709, and the mixing nozzle, and prepared the areas, cut them out, V'd them out, sectioned them out, and taped the back side or taped the front side, whichever side I did do, and put the panel bond in, and then used some of this, I think it's PFTE plastic. I get it from the upholstery shop. He gave me some scraps a couple months ago, so I've been utilizing it, fixing stuff. Like this tab right here on the chin spoiler, S4, it was broken. So I cut it down even more and fabricated some new plastic pieces to go in here. One which consists of one piece here, which I glued on first. And then, I put it on halfway down and halfway sticking up. And then I took another piece right here and glued it on that half piece. And then the back, I just put some panel bond loosely in there. So the hole will be right about here. This side was okay, but this little tab here was broken. So I did the same thing. Took a piece of that plastic, glued it underneath. Everywhere else on this was good. Oh, excuse me, right here. This part right here in the bend, this natural bend of the plastic, I took a piece, cut it, shaped it, heated it up, shaped it, and then I fixed it in there with panel bond. So that's good to go. And let me show you these dust shields. As I said, these are available, but this part right here was broken off. So this is a piece of the original material and then some new material fused in there. I almost threw this one out because it was just kind of bad, and I think new ones are about 70 bucks. But I said, let me just fix it, keep the original, because I've seen some aftermarket ones where it's all smooth. They don't have the ribbing for strength, but I don't know. I didn't even bother with it. I just fixed it. A lot of these were cracked, broken, cracked. So some of them I had to reinforce with some added material, like right here. Bonded that on here because there was just so many cracks in there and spreading out. So one thing to remember, anytime you fix a crack in anything, metal, plastic, you have to drill a hole at the end of the crack and drill a hole at the other end of the crack and then open it up. So that'll stop the cracks from progressing. So took a bit of work to get these right. That's one piece right there I had to bend over, bend it to a 90-degree angle, and then bonded it, bonded it, I don't know which would be correct, bounded or bound to the bottom right here, the original, and panel bonded it in place, fused it in with the rest, all in here. These will have to be drilled, but I won't drill those until I get the air dam to put back on. And what I'm going to do is, the second part of this is I'm going to spray the side that faces the tires with not an undercoating, but a reinforced coating, kind of like a rhino liner, but I'll show you on the trailer what I use. this kind of a product right here. It's called chip seal, made by U-Pol, U-P-O-L. It's from England. I've used it before, and I think I made a video about it a few years ago. I want it to have this stronger texture on here, and I'll put that on the splash shield, so that will provide quite a bit of strength in those areas for the rocks coming up and smashing into it. So, you know what? Also, these front fender liners, these things are like 600 bucks a piece. Insane. So, let me show you up here just how this fits. If I can get in here. Okay. So let's come on in here. And this thing goes in like so. And they line up all the bolt holes, and we have a good strong structure. So that's how that looks. You can see here, this is the worn out area from the road debris coming off the tire, hitting there, and this is where the splash shield fender liner covers that up. So I'll probably only spray the bottom part, but I'll probably spray the whole thing, simply because I had stress cracks up here and here and there. So to mitigate the stress cracks, I'm going to spray that it's got a texture kind of like that I showed you outside there, but it's really good stuff. So I think that'll be a good solution for doing this, and have an improved shield, dust shield, that's original stock, but a step up in improvement of the original with a coating on it. So that's my goal, that's my objectives on this car, to make it a little bit better. Each item I pull off that's broken and I have to repair, do some rendering repairs on it, fix it, make it better than it was before at stock. Like if you look underneath here, the underside, the K-member, I took it off, blasted it, put it in epoxy primer, and then painted it with an aluminum color paint. So it looks original, but it's going to withstand, it's going to withstand time and driving a lot more than the original. So I want to keep it nice and clean under here, and that's why I did it. I took it off, clean it, and put it back, rebuilt it, and then put it back in. Did the same thing for everything. So even back to those, I think I made a previous video talking about those clamps. So even the hub carrier right here, same thing with that. Blasted it and then epoxy primed it, and then put it in that same silver paint. Okay, there it is. Juice. Bye.